Hey guys, this is Eric and Ethan. We're in the beautiful Miami, Florida. This is our first stop on our road trip. It's a beautiful city, a beautiful place.
Welcome to Miami.
Cheers. Shout out to the Spokane Pickers, vintage Coleman cooler. I think I saw this in their video. When I saw it at the Thrift in Miami, I definitely snagged it. It was 15 bucks. This is from the 70s, water jug with it. I'll be able to get at least a half a tank of gas for this. And we're just gonna slap a UPS label on it and send it on its way because it's rugged and it can take a beating. Pokemon cards can be a holographic gold mine. I grabbed these from the flea market for 10 bucks. I can part them out or put them in a lot. Lots of holographics in here. Those ones are worth more. All of them were in cases, which was indicative that they were valuable to me. As a lot, about 50 bucks for these. If I part them out, it'll probably be over $100. Everyone knows that TI graphing calculators are scores. Grab this from the Thrift out of Lady's basket before she hung it up on the shelves. 4 bucks, gonna bring like $30. Paintball is one of my specific niches. I used to flip it a lot a couple years ago, not so much anymore because I haven't been playing. Saw this at the flea market. It was 50 bucks. It's a Proto SLG 2008 model. These things are electronic guns. They take batteries. It's a pretty intense piece of engineering. For 50 bucks, this is a pretty good steal. It came with the mask. I already sold the mask for 46 shipped, but paintball is definitely something that if you know a little bit about, maybe the brands like Proto Die, Empire, Eclipse, those are some of the top brands. Well, Tippmann's kind of mid-grade. Brass Eagle, Orion, VL, those are kind of the lower brands of guns. When you see these really sleek machined bodies, beautiful guns, you see these little caps on the side means that it's a higher technology. And this piece right here, once I test it, should be able to pull at least $100. This is an electronic hopper for a paintball gun. It's kind of older, but for 6 bucks, I'll swing. It works, I already tested it. And this gets the paintballs feeded through your gun as fast as you could shoot. This should be able to bring about 25 bucks. One of my favorite finds already, vintage Casio Databank 300, old school calculator watch that you'd see someone super nerdy wearing back in the 90s or maybe the late 80s. It's got the stainless steel band, which adds value. And I swung on this at a flea market for 30 bucks. Should be able to pull in at least 100. And the fact that it's small makes it a super item to flip on this trip.
Eric tends to focus on the home run hauls that he makes. Well, today I'm gonna tell you about my terrible, horrible, rotten, very bad day that I had yesterday and all the money that I lost. I walk into this thrift store. You know when you see an item, you just know right off the bat it's gonna make you some money. Blood starts pumping. Adrenal glands are just going crazy. I see this Keurig B40 for $6. My mind's going crazy. I can't believe it's $6. The cashier can't believe it's $6. She's trying to fight me for it. Eventually I get it. I forgot to plug it in. I bring it home, doesn't work. That's my fault. One silver lining from this situation. These pieces are gonna make me some money. So many people use Keurigs. They're constantly needing parts replaced, and these are pretty clean. I'm good to go. I'll probably get away with about $30 profit. My next item doesn't have the same happy ending. I see these Maui Jim sunglasses. These things go from $100 to $300 new. These MJ Sports polarized are $225. I saw these listed for $30 and my mind went crazy. Unfortunately, I didn't take the proper precautions. I didn't notice all the details. I let the adrenaline get the best of me. Turns out they're fake. Nothing I can do about it. $30 lost. Not all is lost. I got these 3 Guitar Hero controllers. Has to be Xbox 360. Has to be PS3, maybe Wii sometimes. Around 30 bucks a piece on Amazon. Gonna make me some money. Get me out of Miami alive. Lincoln, oh Lincoln, I made some money in Miami.
Miami's been awesome. I think we definitely learned a few things. We didn't really have any prior knowledge of the flea markets. We had to kind of figure it all out on our own. We went to this entire strip mall of thrift stores where red, white, and blue thrift was. Redland Farmers Flea Market and the Tropicana Flea Market. That was pretty good. And just to a bunch of Goodwills. Here, there's actually a lot of really good clothing brands because Miami's kind of uppity about their clothing, about their style. So there's a lot of really good clothing brands in the Goodwill stores.
You just gotta watch out for fakes. Don't make my mistake. If you're doing something like us and you're trying to save some money, be careful because Miami can get expensive It's easy to blow a lot of money on extracurricular activities.
If you guys have had any experiences with a bad purchase, maybe something that didn't work or was broken once you came home and figured it out, maybe bought a shirt that had a hole in it somewhere, or actually bought a pair of falsies, I know we've all done it, so please leave a comment below, share your story, make Ethan feel a little bit better about himself.
Yep.
I think I definitely beat Ethan in Miami.
We were lucky to have a friend in Miami that we went to high school with, Carlos.
He hosted us for 3+ days in Miami. We invaded Carlos's bedroom, turned it into an eBay sweatshop. We're gonna show you an interview with Carlos. He's a new eBayer, so it might be helpful to somebody out there.
I know Eric and Ethan from high school. Picking was something that I kind of just got into randomly. Eric was a big influence. He had told me stories about some of the things that he had flipped and how easy they were to flip. And I pretty much said, well, if he can do it, then I could probably do it. I figured, you know, I have a Goodwill next to my house. I'll go check it out. I started flipping shoes only, just because Eric told me the story about how he flipped the Jordan. So I would just go to Goodwills and I would go through the shoes. But then after a while, I started trying to get into electronics a little bit. Although my Goodwills aren't really good for electronics, so I had to find another niche. So basically, Eric gave me some advice. I had watched some of his videos, and I went ahead and watched some other people on YouTube, like Hart's Motor Company, Bonafide Hustler, Rake and Profit. But I really learned a lot from Hart's Motor Company in terms of clothing. So I saw that he was able to flip a lot of clothing quickly and for a good profit. And one of the good things was that my Goodwills had a lot of clothing and a lot of men's clothing and a lot of good brands. So I started going into clothing, and I pretty much have stuck with that. Now I'm trying to venture out a little bit more just to make my Goodwill trips a little more profitable. But I've made my, I guess, picking living on clothing.
Scale, 50 pounds, Accutech, cheap off eBay. Poly mailers from eBay, cheap, 3 different sizes. This is my brother printer. It's my brother. I got it from the college picker. Thank you so much. Here's some more inventory.
True. Any advice for people that are just starting out?
Be consistent and persistent, and you know, sometimes you might not find anything. At the beginning, I really wasn't finding much.
Yeah, you would call me and be like, dude, I keep going, I'm not finding shit.
I would be, you know, kind of upset that I was, you know, going and not finding that much, but I began to find more the more that I learned. So pretty much just, if I had some tips, it would be do your research, go on YouTube, watch a couple videos, have eBay mobile on your device and look up things that you think sell for money, or that would sell for good money, and just be persistent. And
follow on Facebook and Instagram, because that's a lot more content. It's a lot easier to upload. Not everything's gonna make it to the videos. Not even everything's gonna make it to Instagram. Adios,
Adios,
Miami.
We gotta hit the road.